I'm back making another video. This is a collective reading. It's also a timeless reading, so whenever this finds you, I promise this message is for you. The universe wouldn't be showing you for no reason. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to connect to the energy or if you resonate with the energy of any of my readings on anything on my channel. Yeah. Collective. I'm getting that there's been a very manipulative, sneaky person in your energy for quite a while, but the past few days it's been more amplified and obvious that this energy is lingering. Well, it's everywhere. It's been a big part of your day-to-day life. And obviously this is a timeless message, so whenever this finds you, it applies to you. But there's been a big lie, something false, something that you can't see or couldn't see for a long time that's coming to light. And in my past few readings, I was getting stuff about lies. For the collective, there will be a reconciliation, but I'm hearing reconciliation of the truth and finding stability again in your life regarding your finances, maybe even your love life. This is really giving a love situation, lies, a breakup, a betrayal. Because even in my last few readings for the collective, that's what it was. And whatever this was, it's made you feel really jealous, possessive. Maybe the other person was feeling really jealous and possessive. I'm not getting very healthy vibes. This is very toxic energy with the Emperor reversed. I'm going to go into it a little bit more. By the way, my ear is still so blocked. I can't hear anything. Well, I can, but it's muffled. And I rang the doctors and they said that they can't really do anything. I have to go to the pharmacy and see if they can do anything. And if not, then I'm gonna have to get it done privately. I don't know, is that a thing? Is that allowed? Does anyone have any similar experiences that they'd like to share? Because I really can't hear in my ear and I'd prefer to not pay privately to fix my ear. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to put a wild card here. So we have the spread and a wild card. I'd also like to point out third eye chakra might be a very important chakra for you to work on, as well as throat chakra, because that's your communication. Listening is part of communication, but it's also a part of your spirituality and seeing and hearing. So yeah, but also might not apply, because obviously it's a collective reading and it's just a thing that was bothering me. So also Mercury retrograde has ended. That's a good thing. So we're going to have more clarity coming back when the post-shadow period slowly ends. I'm not sure exactly what day that is, but things are getting more positive. Now let's begin. So I'm being drawn immediately to the crown chakra. She's got a crown on her head. Your crown chakra is literally so wide open. You're so connected to your spirituality right now that this is what's bringing you the clarity. This is what's making you see the truth. 444 on the timer. Spirit is keeping you protected. It's almost like spirit, the universe, can see these lies, this manipulation, this sneaky, cruel behavior. I was going to say like devil energy, manipulative, evil almost. Like it's cruel. Like whatever lies you were told, it's not nice. It's cruel. And I'm not hearing like that it was, I'm hearing that it wasn't a little white lie. It was a big white lie. It was a big lie. And whatever this is, you wouldn't have got to the truth or will be getting to the truth or finding this clarity if it wasn't for your connection to spirit and your spirituality and your crown chakra being so open. So if you've been working on keeping that unblocked, well done, because it's working. And it's about bringing a lot of clarity and truth. A lot of air was coming out. You're going to get a lot of truth. I'm being drawn to the crystals. So crystals that are good for protection and opening your crown chakra are clear quartz and selenite, I'm pretty sure. You might want to get those crystals and just place them on your like crown chakra, even like your throat and your third eye. That would be great, just for that extra layer of protection. And it just cleanses, protects, and also opens those chakras up to, if you have like any blockages, it balances it out. I should probably do that. Something about dangly earrings could be significant. Like I'm getting the collective here. Either you wear dangly earrings, like the big drop ones, like kind of like this but bigger. Or like some kind of speciality earrings. Or maybe this other person does. I'm also being drawn to the white dress of the Empress. You've been working on your self-care and you're getting that innocence back. And this is what's helping you see the truth, because you're learning that you are deserving of great things. You know your worth, you've worked on it, and you know that you deserve better than these white lies. The Empress energy is a lot about self-love, self-care. Like, it literally is just all about feeding yourself, and you can do that by protecting your chakras with those crystals that I mentioned as well. But you will be getting the truth. I am also being drawn to the fact that there's a feminine symbol there. So this could be a feminine energy. I'm not getting gender again. This is energy. So one or both of you could be a feminine energy. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not gender, energy. And yeah, the next card is unhappy families, unhappy marriage. Exactly what I was saying. This is a love reading, but not so much love. This is more of a breakup, finding out that you've been lied to, discovering the truth reading. You are protected. Spirit is helping you see the truth. This is why your crown chakra is so wide open. Like this crown here, like literally all these, like, it's such a big crown, like it's connected to the divine, and like you're getting all these spiritual downloads about the truth. And I'm also being drawn to the bottom, like you are very grounded, like your sacral and your root chakra, like they're good, they're in good condition. And that's really important, because when your crown chakra goes up and like it opens, you feel like you're floating, you might feel lightheaded, you might feel dizzy, and that's when you need to stay grounded so it's nice and balanced. Now we have unhappy families here. I'm being drawn to the fact that there's a lot of white in this card, like white as in white lies, big white lies. This is a really big dress, a large dress. There's also white clothes here. Whoever this is, it could have been like, maybe they're brushing it off like it was a little white lie. Like, oh, come on now, like you can't still be mad at me. Like, it wasn't really a big deal. It was just a little white lie. But you're like, no, actually, it doesn't sit right with you because it wasn't a little white lie. A light lie? Light why? What am I saying? A light lie. They could be saying that this is a light lie. It was a mistake. I fumbled my words. You misunderstood. But you didn't misunderstand. You need to stick to your truth with the throat chakra energy. I said, why? You could be asking this person why. Like, why did you do this? And they're like, why are you so bothered? Because it was a little white lie. But it wasn't a little white lie. I'm getting that. Whatever this was, it was significant enough to make this happy marriage unhappy. This is unhappy families, unhappy homes, unhappy marriages. A cancelled celebration. Whereas this is obviously the opposite of the energy. But you could have even like gone as far as cancelled a celebration, ceremony, wedding, party, gathering, family group meeting, because of how significant this white lie, big white lie, has impacted your life. And oh my god, this has came out twice. This card has came out twice. There is a lot of sneaky manipulation here. I'm not hearing that this collective is being told the full truth of these lies. I think there's still a few lies that you haven't even came round to discovering yet. If you notice, the woman is holding all these swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swords. And there's 2 still there. So I'm getting that maybe you've only found out 2 lies. And there's still 5 that this person's keeping. This sneaky person is still holding on to 5 big or little white lies. I don't think they're little. I think they're quite big. There's 5 truths that haven't even came out yet. You don't even know. But Spirit is saying, with your connection to Spirit and your crown chakra being open, and it sounds like it's a really powerful chakra at the moment, like it's going to only keep expanding. You're going to only become more spiritual, be connected to your spirituality more. And this is why it's so important to use those crystals to protect your chakras. If you don't want to buy a crystal, you can use that with white light, visualizing it, meditation, and like a Epsom salt bath, and just soaking your crown chakra in there. But don't drown. Just like lightly keep your head in there, you know, like keep your face out. Anyway, safety out the way. There's still so much that you don't know. And the sword represents truth, clarity. And these are being held by this woman in the card. And it's almost like they're getting away with these white lies. Big white lies. Little white lies. Big white lies. They're getting away with it. Look at her face, like she's running away. Like, almost like snickering like she's got away with it. Desperately trying to hide these lies that you haven't even came to terms with yet or discovered. I think this person really thinks that you're never going to find out. They're wearing blue, so whoever this person is has worked on their throat chakra, which is why they're so good at communicating and using communication and emotional manipulation to prevent this truth from coming to you, or almost disguising it and not giving you this clarity. You need to I can't speak! Stick to your spirituality. Also, I'm sorry if my voice is getting so loud. My ear is really blocked. But, it sounds like you only know less than half the truth here. And to be honest, I'm quite disgusted by this behavior. This energy that I'm getting from this person, it's disgusting. Like, I'm really sorry you're going through this, because I'm quite horrified by the energy that I'm picking up on. It's not nice. It's cruel, it's evil, it's manipulative. This person has no morals, like no morals. And I'm being drawn to the darkness there. There's a dark tree and they're running towards it. They're running towards the darkness. Like, this person holds dark energy. Like, this person, I'm hearing fractured soul. This person has a fractured soul. And it could be from trauma, their own trauma. Or it could be, and I feel like crying, they could just be born that way. But if it is a fractured soul due to trauma, in, like, I think it's shamanism or shamanism, I don't know. But from what I know from that, we all have, like, we're born with our soul. Maybe not everyone, but we have a soul. Everyone has a soul. And life damages us with the trauma that other people carry that they don't heal, and they cause more trauma for someone else. And each bit of trauma fractures our soul, and if we don't get it healed, then parts of our soul are, like, missing. And if you go through enough trauma, eventually, without healing, you'll have really little soul left. And with this, because this is a black tree, a tree of darkness almost, like, and trees are meant to symbolize life and death, but life. Trees are like living creatures, living beings. Maybe not a being, but living creatures. They're alive, they're breathing, they release CO2 at night. And now it's like this tree is just not living at all. It's not alive. It's completely lifeless, dark, soulless, a void of darkness almost. Like, it ceases to exist anymore. It's just a void of darkness. And if we don't have a soul, then we're just pretty much matter. And matter is, like, unemotional, isn't it? And without emotions, like, how can we empathize? And without empathy, we can't be loving. And we're all loving beings, like, we're here to love. Otherwise, we'd just be pure evil. But I'm hearing that this person is really traumatized by something in their past that has occurred to them, and it's not an excuse for their behavior at all. They need to do their healing. And I'm being drawn to the white heels. Maybe you've seen this person wearing white heels. Maybe you have white heels. If any of this resonates, this is an amplified message for you. Maybe this person really likes to wear heels all the time. I'm getting, like, it's not an excuse. Trauma doesn't excuse you to treat people like, I was going to say a bad word, but shh. I'm going to say that just because I don't want to swear on YouTube. yeah, I'm really sorry, but this person needs to do their healing. This is a lack of progress, stagnant energy, almost like you're going backwards with your progress. You might have been progressing in the past or had like a steady level of growth, so you know what that feels like. But in recent years, or maybe in the last year, especially in the last 6 to 4 months, I'm getting the last 6 to 4 months, things have drastically deprogressed in your life because of this person and this person's lies and the lies that you don't know about. In the last 6 to 4 weeks for some people, or 6 to 4 days even for some people. Just because I'm being drawn to the ones here, and it's like 6 and 4, but ones actually represent days, so no, weeks. But there's also swords, and that represents days. So I am going to say, for some of the collective, 6 to 4, the last 6 to 4 weeks, and then the other part of the collective, the last 6 to 4 days, have been horrifyingly chaotic for you. Like, you could not have had this much of a betrayal with like lies and stuff and deprogression. Like, it's almost like you're degressing, going backwards instead of growing. And in my third eye, I am seeing the Tower card and the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, but you're on the wrong side of the karmic wheel. And the Tower energy is like chaos, but I'm not getting that this is your energy at all, collective. I'm getting that it's this other person's energy, which is why these cards haven't came out yet. Maybe they will. But I am getting with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this person is living in their South Node, which is the karma you receive for the bad actions that you've took in life. When you're in your North Node, that's when you've acted good, acted with good intentions, been pure and true, done your healing work, and you're on the right path, and that's when you get your good karma. This person has not done their healing. They have a lot of karma to clear, and if you hang around with this person, they're dragging you down with them. This is deprogression. You're not progressing in life. You'll stay stuck, and if anything, things are going to get worse. My voice was kind of shaky there. You could be feeling, this could be really scaring you, and I'm sorry this message, if it scares you, like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to scare you. This is just to say, like, this is just to confirm your intuition. Obviously, if this person is really nice and you're like, oh, this is not my reading, you don't have to claim. But if you resonate with this type of person and these specific details are matching, then you know that, oh my God, like, you have to trust your intuition, trust your truth. And you have to act, because you don't want to take on the Tower energy or the Wheel of Fortune in reversed energy with the bad karma, the bad luck, the chaos, because that's not yours to claim. You need to call back your power, reclaim your power, call out, like, I call my power back to me. I said Bauer. Bauer. Maybe somebody's called Bauer? Bauer. Bowers. Bauer. Bow? Bow. Bauer. Power. Powell? Somebody could resonate with those names. I'm also being drawn to the V. shape in the ear, but I also see an N. So the numbers, the letters V or N could resonate, and the numbers 444 that I said earlier. With another 4 being here. I'm also being drawn to the fact that the Empress card is the number 3, and then we have the 4 of Wands, so it's like 3, 4. Then we have 7 and 6. So it goes 3, 4, 7, 6. So that's kind of like 1 step forward, 1 step back. That could be the energy that you're feeling with this person. It feels like you're taking 1 step forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 1 step back, but because the numbers in the step back are larger, I'm getting that it's a bigger step back. You're taking a bigger step, a little step forward. You feel like you're progressing, making some movement. It's not enough. For the amount of digression that you're getting, it's not enough. I'm going to cover this lady here. This person has a really powerful throat chakra, and they know how to use their words, their truth, to manipulate others to get what they want. And they've lied to so many people. They're okay with living with that lie. You have to know the type of person that this person is to understand, and as well understand that you are deserving of better when you work on that self-care and your deservingness and worth, self-worth. And you have to know that this person is not aligned with you. And if they ever heal, if they choose to heal, or if they ever heal, it'll take a long, long time until they heal everything, even to come close to matching the level of healing that you have done collective. And I'm hearing that you're only going to get higher, so this person's never going to catch up. They're always going to be behind because they didn't do their healing when they were supposed to. And I'm getting that this person was told. They were told by spirit, by themselves, the same way that you were told by your own spirit team and your own spirituality and your intuition to do your own healing. This person was told. This person chose to ignore it. They chose to choose the darkness and treat people how they treat people. They chose it. And this is why they're getting their bad karma. This is why the truth is coming to you, because you've done your healing. Anyway, I need to cover this card again. I'm getting angry, but not angry. It's almost like I'm frustrated. It's like I'm frustrated for the collective. You don't deserve this. And it's such a shame that people like this exist, because if they did their own healing, their life wouldn't be so messed up. But they choose not to. Anyway, this lack of progress that you've been making, because that was like the last card, I am getting that you're taking the initiative to find a mentor. If you haven't already, you have. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, maybe you will, maybe you haven't thought about it and you will now. There is a mentor, maybe like a spiritual mentor. If you're religious, a religious mentor, a sports mentor, motivational mentor, someone inspirational, like an influencer, or I don't think influencers are very inspirational though. Maybe depends what kind of influencer, like a one with good values, maybe. Maybe like a person like in your life, your family, your boss, someone that you look up to. And I am hearing that with the help of this mentor, if you get down to work, things will get back on track. I am getting that you're a hard worker. Whoever this person is, you haven't given up. You've kept the faith. And that's really good. Like, you need that. Especially with where I'm getting that you did work on your self-care, self-love. a lot, and that's really good. Because it's not an easy thing to do, to get into that pattern, to work on yourself. Especially coming to terms with the fact that you've got a problem. Like, you know, people don't do that, but realistically, we all have problems. It's just the way of life. And to say that you're perfect, that's when you end up in this energy, because nobody's perfect. And if you fail to see your own imperfections, and if you fail to work on your mistakes and do the self-healing and the self-work, then that's how you manifest unhappy family lives. And you drag everyone down with you, and they don't deserve it, and you end up incurring a lot of bad karma. The camera just fell. Maybe that was like a spiritual mic drop. Maybe that's how you feel. You're like, mic drop. Yeah, I'm getting that this collective energy is getting motivated now. Like, maybe you're feeling pretty motivated now. Like, yeah, like you want to take some steps, get back at this person. Don't get back at them. You can get back at someone by setting healthy, clear boundaries and continuing to work on yourself. Because trust me, when you embody this energy and they're watching, because if you look, this card was like, let me try and lay it out how it was. So it was like that. So she's facing the Empress. And in between the Empress was unhappy families. So there's unhappy family. This is the collective's energy. This is this manipulative karmic person's energy. And in between, if this is a match, this is what the result is. Unhappy families, cancelled celebrations, disharmony at home, arguments, conflict. I'm getting that you're completely separate. You could be living in completely separate sides of a house if you live together. I'm getting separate partnerships as well. You could have both been cheating on each other if this is a love reading. But if this is your energy, the Empress, and if this is their sneaky energy, they're facing you. And in between, obviously, is the unhappy families. They're watching you embody this Empress energy. They're watching you pour into self-love, self-care, giving back to yourself, having a glow up. They're watching you becoming more spiritual and taking your power back. They're watching you reconnect to your spirituality, working on yourself, improving. And they're not happy, and they're trying to gather all the lies that they have claimed that they have, and they're trying to run away with what's left. And it's almost like, and I'm getting dizzy here now, somebody doesn't want me to say this. I'm getting that they want to take what they can and go. They want to take what they can and run away. It sounds like this person knows that there's no going back, there's no return, they've been caught, they're about to get caught. This person knows, and they're trying to get away with what they can before they damage their reputation anymore. Before they damage their reputation any more than they already have, or any further. And because the full truth hasn't came out yet, there's still 5 swords, 5 truths that seem quite damaging, that are hidden. 444 again on the timer. This person could speak really slowly, because I was just speaking really slowly there. They also could bite their finger a lot. because I just did that. I'm getting a dark energy here. It feels like a void. It feels heartless, soulless. It's just when I tap into this energy on this card, like, it's a void. It's just empty. This person could be so empty and emotionally numb from the pain and trauma that they're holding, that they haven't healed. They need to forgive themselves and others. They do. This is horrible. Their heart isn't even there anymore. It just feels empty. They could be so emotionally numb, which is why they can easily manipulate people. Like, they have no conscience anymore. Yeah. My hands were getting tingly. Maybe this person has a lot of panic attacks. So they're actually filled with anxiety. They could have a panic disorder. Anyway. The Page of Cups in reverse. I'm getting, this is definitely a love situation. 100%. It sounds like the romance is dead, but it was never really there to begin with. I'm not getting that you were dating this person actively. This wasn't a significant love relationship in your life. Because it's the Page. If it was a significant love relationship, it would have been the King, the Queen, the Ace even. But it's the Page, and the Page isn't really that significant, really. It's like, yeah, she's just holding like a little cup, if you can see it. But it's reversed. I'm getting really dizzy. I'm getting really dizzy. You could get grounded. But if I'm getting like, yeah, you're grounded. You're grounded, collective. This is the other person's energy I'm still tapped into. They keep coming into the reading. This is not supposed to be for this person. This is supposed to be for you. But it sounds like this person doesn't want me to bring this message across, energetically speaking. And their energy is ungrounded. Ungrounded. If any of their chakras are aligned, the only chakras that are aligned is the throat and the solar plexus. Maybe some of the heart. And maybe a little bit of... yeah. A little bit. Yeah, that's it. So a little bit of the root. Because if you look at the floor, that's like where the root chakra is. Only some of it's coloured and some of it's white, so it's missing. They're not completely grounded. The heart, there is still something there. There's potential there to heal it and fix it, but it sounds like their heart chakra is completely covered in their goals and ambitions, and it's almost like I am getting that this person has an eye for luxury. They have an eye for gold. They're very materialistic. And it's almost like they choose money over love, which is why their heart chakra is so small. And it's surrounded by this solar plexus energy. So, and it's even sacral energy. So it's like, I want this. This is my goal. I want this to happen now. It's almost like this is what they do, and that's the truth that they live by with their throat chakra. But it sounds like the only chakra that's actually unblocked, sorry, is their throat chakra, and they're using it to speak bad truths, not their truth. Their truth is a bad truth, though. So, yeah, they could be speaking their truth. Maybe their authentic self is actually a bad person because they haven't done their healing. And there's no hiding that. And I'm getting that they have an overactive sacral and an overactive solar plexus and an underactive heart chakra and a blocked root. If you know what the chakras mean, you could resonate with that. Like, if you Google what the chakras mean, an overactive chakra, an underactive chakra, and look at if you like Google it and look at what the characteristics of like an underactive and an overactive chakra is, if you make note of what I just said and then do your research, you can see that this person probably, definitely, if this reading is meant for you, matches the description that I just gave perfectly. Please comment below if this resonates, because like an emoji or something, I want to know. 40-minute reading! Time flies! Right, so, card. Oh my god. This is literally what I said. Like, this person is trapped in their own trauma. They're trapping themselves in their own trauma because they're not doing the healing. They've been told to do the healing. They've been told. But they're choosing not to. 4-1, 4-1. You could be seeing 4s and 1s in those orders, in that pattern. Could be seeing 5-5s as well. You are protected. I'm hearing that a truth will come out one by one. It's going to be like truth recovery, truth recovery, truth recovery. And you're going to be protected in those recovery periods. So you're going to be eased into it. 222 on the timer as well. That could be significant. I also really need the toilet, so I'm going to end this reading soon. But you could also really need the toilet right now. This is a long reading. Being drawn to the fishies. The beach could be significant to you. An ocean. You could be going on a beach holiday, or there could be a beach holiday coming up soon. An ocean, maybe you live by the beach. This could be significant. Maybe you like fishes. Maybe you're eating ocean food right now. Ocean food, like fishes. Maybe you have pet fishes. Maybe this person has pet fishes. Take what resonates. This person, because they've trapped themselves and they haven't done their own healing, they've now trapped you. But you're trapped loosely, collective. You're both trapped loosely. You can get out of these ropes whenever you want. You need to make the decision. 3 on the timer. You need to love yourself enough. Embody this Empress energy. Love yourself enough to know that you are in control of your own life and you can release these ropes and you can get yourself out of a situation. Only you can get yourself out of a situation. No one's going to come in and save you. Like, you have to do the work and get yourself out of a situation. Set those healthy boundaries. Cut contact. Call them out. You don't have to explain, because it sounds like this person knows perfectly well what they've done. Likewise, with this person who's tied up, they have the power to get themselves out. I'm hearing damsel in distress, but false. Like what's it called? Like the wolf, the boy who cried. The boy who cried. The boy who cried wolf. Cry. Maybe this person does baby talk. Like, oh, I'm crying now. You know what I mean? Like, that annoying... Maybe they do that annoying baby voice that everyone hates. The, oh, are you crying now? I'm sorry. Okay, 444 on the timer again. This is really significant. Fours. You could be seeing fours. This is an amplified message for you if you are. Someone could be a Libra. A Libra. Or could have Libra in their chart. Libra. I'm getting lavish energy. Lavish, like, as in, they like to beautify themselves a lot. But yeah. If you look, you're keeping yourself in your depression and your sadness. You take one step out and loosen yourself out of this trap that you've put yourself in. It's a self-imposed prison. You'll get to all these truths. And this was the wild card, by the way, I forgot to say. So yeah, you're in control of changing your life here. No one's going to save you. And you can either deprogress or take the spiritual help, seek a mentor. Maybe that's even like going to a counselor and seeing a therapist. And then I'm getting that with the help of that, you'll see that this problem that will be so painful, or maybe is so painful, because I'm getting that you haven't heard the whole truth yet. If you seek out this help sooner or now, like, the problem won't seem that bad. It'll seem quite small and insignificant. And this will just be another insignificant person in your life. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the reading there because I really need the toilet. So I hope this resonated. Thank you.